Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work.
We did it last time, so hopefully.
Yeah, I have to do it for my office using different software, streaming software. I don't have streaming software in this computer. I don't know how it's gonna work. We did it last time, so my office using different.
Getting double sound from you. I'm just going to let you mute for now. So I'm going to call to order tonight's Board of Directors meeting at 7:02 p.m. for Montessori Peaks Academy. If we could start with roll call and declaration of quorum.
Okay, so Irene Mihawk.
Here.
Elizabeth Lewis.
Here.
Justin Sasso.
Here.
Rebecca Martinez-Dalton.
Here.
Adam Livingston.
Here.
Brittany Horseman.
Here.
Perry Hughes.
Here.
And Becky Springstead. Here, and then Emily is the only one that has not yet joined. So we have a quorum.
Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and read the mission statement. It is the mission of Montessori Peaks Academy to achieve high standards of individual excellence by guiding the whole student through an exceptional learning experience based on the educational philosophy of Maria Montessori. I did not receive any community comments via email. Did anybody else get anything? No. Okay. Before we continue with the agenda that was posted, there are a couple of things that I would like for us to be able to cover, but in order to do that, we need to have a motion and vote to add those to the agenda because it wasn't a posted item. So unfortunately, I can't do that.
So I would like to motion to add an agenda item this evening to approve the minutes from our last meeting on April, I want to say the 28th. Hold on 2 seconds. So sorry about that, April 18th. So I'd like to motion to add an agenda item to approve the minutes from April 18th.
Second.
Okay.
Can we, I don't know if we can do this, Brittany, correct me if I'm wrong. Can we make that a longer motion to include the other item as well at once? Or do they have to be separate?
No, they can be, I mean, if no one's going to object to both things, then it doesn't really matter. So yeah. If someone objects, if someone objects to the motion, then you can object to the motion, not second it. Right.
Okay. So let me do that one again. I would like to motion to amend tonight's agenda for the approval of the April 18th minutes and to also discuss the hearing scheduled for May 3rd.
A second.
Okay. All those in favor? I think this is an easier way to do our motions. Rebecca, since I can't see you, do you approve of adding these items to the agenda?
Yes.
Terry?
Aye.
And Elizabeth, oh, and Emily has her hand raised. So Emily has also approved. Okay, so that's unanimous.
Perfect, thanks. So I'm going to go ahead and do the first thing that you added to the agenda, the approval of the minutes. We would need a motion and a vote like we normally do at the end of our regular meetings. And just so people know, the reason is that Jen needs this approved so she can send them to the district.
So is that just, I would motion to approve the April board meeting minutes? And somebody would second.
Second.
Okay, and that was Rebecca that was seconding, correct?
Yes.
That was me.
Okay. Sorry, just taking a quick note here. Okay, and then all of those in favor of approving the meeting minutes from April 18th? Okay, I have hands from Emily, Rebecca, and Terry. Okay, so that is unanimously approved. So the meeting minutes are approved.
Thank you. So the next thing that we added was a quick discussion on the May 3rd hearing. So update for everybody. Time-wise, if you didn't see the email that went out, we are currently scheduled for 3:15 with a 3:10 call to order for the Board of Directors meeting. Brittany, myself, and Bill Betsky will be there at 3 o'clock. There is a possibility that it could go quickly. The different sides have been talking. And there's also a possibility that they will want us to present, and we aren't sure. Is there anything else, Brittany, you want to add?
I mean, I think we can say that the Planning and Zoning Commission has agreed to approve, their position is that they approve our request for a zoning change. So they originally said no at the hearing. We provided additional information. They considered that, and then they've communicated to the board and to us, to the school board, Jeffco School Board, that their position is in agreement with ours, that they are agreeing to approve our zoning. So it's really just going before the Jeffco board because they appealed and we're already at the appeal hearing. And so you can't go backwards. So the Jeffco School Board is supposed to approve it if the planning and zoning, essentially, if the planning and zoning is in agreement. So if it's really, the hope is that there really is nothing really to decide except to say we'll accept your agreement and resolution that they've already prepared and drafted for the school board to consider. So that's drastically different than where we were last month.
Yes. Thoughts on other board members attending? Should people still try to make it? I'm trying to figure out what would be best for us since it's on everybody's calendar at this point.
I can try to make it. The one piece of information that I feel like is interesting in all of this, my understanding is those 3 men who threw rocks and killed the woman, they're being arraigned at the Jefferson County courthouse tomorrow. And I don't know.
Not at the courthouse. It's at the Jefferson County Education Building. And it's in their boardroom. So in the Jeffco Ed buildings that are across I-70 from Colorado Mills, which is not the courthouse at all.
Okay. Okay, great.
So I'm at a place where I don't want to say that everybody has to be there. I'm going to leave it to your discretion. As Brittany stated, hopefully there's not much to this tomorrow. We're at a very different place than we were. Anybody who's not there, I can update them afterwards. Does anybody have any questions for either one of us?
It's I'm planning to be there. I would probably get there at 3 too, just because I've been dealing with the state legislature and they start early, start late. I sat up till 2 in the morning to testify on a bill, so I don't imagine Jeffco can get together any better.
Anything else, Brittany, before we move on? No? Okay. All right. So with that, let's move on to the last agenda item before adjourning, which has to do with personnel matters. So Elizabeth, you're fine to drop off at this point if you would like. That's really the other stuff that needed updating for everybody.
Okay, well, you guys have a good night.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Awesome.
So the next step would be to go into executive session so that we can have the discussion around the contract.
I'm motion to move to executive session to discuss the contract for the next
I'll
principal.
just add under CRS 24-6-4024F personnel matters.
I'll second.
Okay. All of those wishing to approve the entrance into executive session and the motion?
Aye.
Emily? I think yours is the only vote I missed. Oh, and her hand is up. Okay, so that is approved.
So figuring out the